The Seersucker jacket is light, breathable, and timeless. An almost perfect summer staple. The only downside is that it can be a bit difficult to wear without looking like you're going to the Kentucky Derby or to a themed party. So in today's video, I will share 5 ways to wear a Seersucker sport coat without looking like you're going to a costume party. The first outfit is actually my favorite one because this is such a casual way of wearing a Seersucker sport jacket. You almost don't even notice the pattern of the jacket. I combine it with a pair of mid-wash jeans. I also tried it with a pair of darker jeans, but I think the mid-wash worked a bit better in this case. And then instead of a classic shirt with a collar, I just went with a t-shirt in this case, with a white t-shirt. I think generally lighter colors work a bit better with Seersucker than darker ones. For the shoes in this case, I went with some black penny loafers and with a black leather belt as well. And then to add tiny bit of color as well, I went with some purple socks. Absolutely not necessary, but I think it just blends in well because blue and purple work quite well together. Of course, in this case, you could also wear a regular white button-down shirt, or you could also wear a white polo shirt. All of these would work great in this case. And ideally, if you can, also go for a pair of wider jeans. These ones are quite slim. They're not too slim, I think, but it would be nice if they would be a little bit wider and also a bit higher rise if possible. Because whenever you wear a sport coat like this, it's always a good idea to have a pair of mid-rise or high-rise trousers. Outfit number 2 is actually from Pinterest. And this one, I wanted to show you how well a knitted tie works with a Seersucker sport coat. Ideally, you would go for a black or navy tie, which I think works really well in this case, especially if you have the classic Seersucker jacket with white and blue stripes, then I think it works really well. And what I love about this outfit is how casual but still refined it is because of the tie. He's wearing denim on denim, so he has a pair of jeans and then also a denim shirt underneath. And then combined with the knitted tie, I think it works exceptionally well. And in this photo here by Kamoshita, again you can see how well knitted tie works with Seersucker. In this case, he's wearing the full suit, but even if you were just to wear the jacket and let's say a pair of jeans or chinos, you can see how well the knitted tie works in this case. Outfit number 3 is another classic combination with Seersucker because one thing that works really well with the Seersucker jacket is a pair of off-white or ecru trousers. Now this could be chinos, for example. It could be a pair of ecru jeans, or as I do in this case, I choose a pair of off-white linen trousers. And then to make everything more casual, I also went with a navy polo shirt in this case. But of course, you could go with a navy t-shirt. You could go with a navy collared shirt or a button-down color, for example. All of those would work great. And I think the overall combination just works really well together. And you can also see in this image here on Pinterest that even if you wear the entire Seersucker suit, then it pairs really well with navy. In this case, again, a navy polo shirt. And I added a little bit of color in the pocket square. And for the shoes, I went with a pair of suede penny loafers and also a suede belt. This outfit is a bit more experimental, but I just wanted to show you that another color with your trousers that works really well with a Seersucker jacket is green. And in this case, I went with a pair of green fatigue trousers, and on top I'm wearing a blue western shirt. And to add a little bit more contrast under the shirt as well, I'm just wearing a white t-shirt underneath. For the shoes, again, black penny loafers work really well and a black braided belt. And if you want to add a bit of color when you're wearing green trousers, for example, yellow is one of the colors that pairs really well. So that's why I added these yellow-orange socks in this case, because they just add a pop of color to the outfit and make it look a little bit more interesting. So in this case, if you have a pair of chinos maybe or a pair of jeans in a similar color, this would work really well with the sport coat. And instead of the western shirt, of course, you could go for a light blue Oxford cloth button-down shirt, or again, you could go with the polo shirt, or also you could go with a denim shirt as well. And then the last outfit on the list is actually the one that I would see myself wearing the least, because even though I like it, it's a very preppy and Ivy inspired look. It's not exactly what I personally would wear. I think it's a great look, and if it's your style, then totally go for it. It's just not really my personal style, if it makes sense. But this is still a very classic combination that works really well with Seersucker. So I went with a white Oxford cloth button-down shirt and then a striped tie and a classic khaki chino. And for the shoes, I went with these brown penny loafers, another classic for the whole outfit. And and then a simple white pocket square as well. And like I said, I think this is a great classic look wearing the Seersucker sport coat, and this is probably the way many people imagine an outfit when they think of Seersucker, and it's a great ivy-inspired spring and summer look. Gentlemen, those were 5 ways to wear a Seersucker jacket. Which one of those was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and see you next week.